Hello there. Welcome to Nana's Classic Stitches channel. If you are new, welcome and thank you for clicking. Returnees and subscribers, thank you so much for returning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video from in the globe. Welcome everyone. Today, we're gonna just have a chit chat. We're done with the dress, our dress I should say, and we can take a break a bit. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss interfacings with you, and then the next patterns that we're going to sew in for summer, and then suggest a sewing book. Okay, so let's do one thing at a time. All the interfacing that I'm going to talk to you about, they all come in black, white, off-white. The only interfacing that I don't have here is the one for knitting fabric, okay? Because I haven't started you with knit fabric yet, so it's not necessary for me to do that. But anyway, this is a non-woven interfacing. It's light, so you can see through it. And this one, you can use it for pocket laps, pocket itself, what do you call it, collar, cuffs, and so on and so forth, placket and all that, I mean the front. But this, you have to sew it in. There's no glue anywhere. It's just a plain, this thing, non-woven interfacing. You have to sew this one in and then trim it. You follow the pattern and then you trim it. It's the same thing here, but this one is the thickest. It's the thickest. It's still transparent, but it's very thick. And you can use this on hat and then handbags and so on and so forth, depending on what you're sewing. Okay? And now we have woven interfacing. Okay, no woven. This is also non-woven. I'm getting myself all mixed up. This is also non-woven, but it has a glue. Has a glue at the back, and this one you can iron on your fabric. Okay, it's an iron-on interfacing. The same thing to pocket, collar, cuffs, interfacing for the front of your shirt or blouse, and so on and so forth, depending on the fabric. This is very light. Okay, here's another one too, the same thing, but it's medium weight, and they are transparent. Okay, now this is woven interfacing. This one too has no glue. You had to stitch it on whatever you use it on. You can still use it on your cuffs, on your collar, on your pocket, but you have to sew it on, and then you follow your pattern instructions and then you trim it down. Okay, it's a woven one, a medium weight. I think this one comes in only 2, and it's very light one, flimsy, very the same woven interfacing, no glue. Okay, so these are medium weight and lightweight, and as I said, all the interfaces that I'm showing you, it comes in black, white, and off-white. Okay, sometimes if you're not sure which weight to use for a particular fabric that you're working on, please snip a bit and then sew it to your fabric and see how it feels like, if you like it. Okay, the same thing too with the non-woven, with the glue or without the glue. Okay, so let's move on. Next thing is, I have 2 patterns here that we're gonna be starting working on. This is a top with the elastic at the front and the back, and a band at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna sew this, but I don't like the band tie in the center front, so I'll put mine on the left hand side. But the only difference between all these three is the sleeve, how the sleeves is all done. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this, or you can choose either one, but I'm gonna do this. Okay, so it's Butterwick 6766. Butterwick 6766. Yeah. And then the skirt. I've had this for quite a while. I don't know if it's still around, but either way, a skirt. Okay, they have three different. It's basically the same. It's A-line, straight line, and also some A-line with a flare to it. A-line with a flare to it. Okay, and I'm gonna be doing this one. That's B. That's B. I'm gonna be doing B. Okay, so this is Simplicity 4236. Simplicity 4236. Okay, so we're gonna be doing these two patterns. Yeah. Now I have a second book that I'm suggesting. This is a little bit pricey and I got it from Amazon. So I'll suggest you go to your local library to see if you can find this and flip it through and see if you really need this. It might not be for everybody. If your local library doesn't have it, ask the librarian if they can get it from another branch to bring it to your area for you. If you also can't get it that way, go to the main library branch. In every city they have the main huge library branch, and then they have the local. Okay, except the royal how do you say, there are some areas that they only have one library place. They don't have multiple like the big cities. But either way, try and see if you can find it, flip it through and see if it's something that you'll be interested. It has a lot of information in here. Okay, has a lot of information about seams, about machines, about fabric, I think. Yeah, a whole lot. Okay, has a lot of information. As beginners, it will be good for you. Okay, so this is the second book that I'm suggesting. Okay, and let's see. It even shows you how to lay your pattern and so on and so forth. Okay, and it's sewing book by ALISON SMITH. ALISON SMITH. I will leave it in the description box. I got it from Amazon, as I said, but you can shop around. You can even get a second-hand one that somebody is selling that will be reasonable for your budget. As I said, when it comes to books, always make a budget for it. Start saving a bit here and there, and then when you see a book that you really think you might need it or you make a good use out of it, then you buy it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and this is the end of the video. I will see you next week. Okay, today we're taking a break from sewing, and next week we start with the blouse. As I said, I'm gonna sew this. The only difference is the bottom of the way it's finished and the sleeves. That's the only difference between these three. But I'm gonna sew this, and it's up to you. Okay, which one you're gonna? And I've walked you through how to take your measurement, how to figure out your sizes. So, and I bought the size 6 to 14, and I know it comes from 16 to 22 also. And yeah, and this one This one comes from 12 to 20. Okay, but I bought this a while ago. I think they might have it on the internet. I think so. Okay, but try anyway. And happy no sewing. If there's such an English word like that. We're not sewing today, so happy no sewing. Okay, then see you next week. Bye-bye. Have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.